How's it going? Welcome to a Marvel Snap deck highlight here today. This is deck I'm referring to as Daredevil Midrange. It is one of my favorite disruptive interactive decks in the game currently. Its namesake Daredevil gives us precision information on the 5th turn to play our disruption in really key ways. Daredevil is especially powerful with our second key card, and that is Spider-Man here, who says on reveal your opponent can't play cards at this location next turn. So you can save this 4-drop till turn 5 when Daredevil gives us perfect info, and we can play Spider-Man out to a location that we know the opponent isn't playing into, that they would need to play into on the 6th turn to be in the game. Very similarly, Professor X has an effect similar. With Daredevil's knowledge, you can deploy this at a location on the board where you can know deterministically this will be winning that location. The rest of this deck is other interactive bits that are disruptive in different ways, such as Killmonger, that destroys all 1-cost cards in play, that only disrupts our opponent, but is also a powerful enabler to us with our copy of Nova here, or Hood, that we're looking to clean out after it makes us the powerful demon. Enchantress is another phenomenal card in this format, being able to turn off Patriots or Cerebros or Iron Men or Devil Dinos. She really does it all. And finally, the last bits of disruptive elements in this deck are Black Widow, as well as Green Goblin here, that kind of gum up the opponent's side of the board, making it difficult for them to play out in ideal ways in paths that would otherwise be filled up before they would want them to. At any rate, I hope you enjoy the game highlights I have for you today. I think they do a good job of showing the flexibility of this deck in different spots and how all of its pieces come together. Remember, if you do enjoy it, tap that like button. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I do Marvel Snap deck highlights as well as game news updates and live streams here several times per week, and you want to miss any of that. But for today, enjoy some Daredevil Midrange. Is it rude to... I'm gonna snap them on one here, I think. I think they have Patriot, we have Enchantress. Let's just do it. Yeah, the snap guide command will get you a optimal pathing for progressing your collection, whether you are free to play, small spender, or big spender. So however you plan to approach it. Wow. Well, so much for that, Snapchat. Oof. Oof. Scar had different plans for us. What is a level through pool 2? 474. You should achieve that in about 2 weeks fully free to play. Okay, Daredevil is nice. So Daredevil says on turn 5, we get to see our opponent's plays before they make them. And then Professor X lets us lock down a location. So I think this is we're gonna Nova left. I think I'm gonna Daredevil right and just kind of spread out my power to hedge my bets for where Professor X can end up at. Yep, there's their Patriot. Makes all of their cards with no abilities bigger. Okay, so this is actually kind of adorable. So, Mysterio's clones count as cards with no abilities for the purpose of Patriot powering them up. So I'm gonna Mysterio in the middle here. And then this Mysterio clone and this Mysterio clone are theoretically gonna be 3 power, because Nova is gonna destroy, get destroyed by my Killmonger, and then the rest of these will also be bigger. Okay, so this is the Daredevil effect. You see the animation here. They are playing Blue Marvel here. Okay, so Blue Marvel is going to put them to a total of 9 power in the middle. I could Professor X lock down the middle. I could also just Professor X lock down the right, though. I think I like Professor X lock down the right, and then we'll try and win. We'll try and win this or this, depending on. Daredevil is in pool 3. Yes, all the old season pass cards end up in pool 3. There is nothing that's exclusively paywalled. Yes. Yeah, all the old season stuff ends up in pool 3. They're going first. I wonder if they're setting up Ultron. They're setting up Ultron. This Killmonger's about to make them very sad. I think I want to Patriot here, Killmonger here, and this will give me a total of 12, 15 power mid. Yeah, get rinsed. Goodbye, friends. So, Killmonger is such a powerful card because not only is it an enabler in this deck, killing our Nova, which gives all of the cards on our board +1 attack, but it also kills opposing 1-drops as well. Hey, what's going on, Dine? Welcome to a live one. Victory. Yeah, we're gonna be doing live snap here on Twitch every morning this week, morning and day. All right, so nothing's revealing this turn anyways because of Lamaria here, so that makes the decision of Angela versus Black Widow easy because Black Widow's not gonna bite them this turn anyways, so let's just Angela. Opponent did nothing. Big fan of nothing. Sinister. We're in a pretty ahead position here with the Green Goblin. I'm gonna go ahead and snap them. Hunter and I had similar ideas of what we should be doing this turn. Okay, so I think I want to get Widow and Mysterio down before we do the Killmonger Nova combo. And I think I want to put the real Mysterio in the middle here. I think you could play a different Disruptive card in place of Spider-Man in this deck with mostly no problem. Huh. So, with Khazar flipping up, that kind of implies to me that they're playing a 1-drop deck. So, obviously, its ongoing effect powers 1-drops. So I think that means I want to wait on Killmonger. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and Professor X left here, because I think they're unlikely to play into Strange Academy because they want control over where their cards end up at. They're bouncing out here. Professor X has this location and this game on lockdown. There's a lot of really nice, a lot of locations like Strange Academy where you can make like pretty educated guesses where you're like, okay, my opponent doesn't want to play here this turn, so this is like in the clear to play too. If our opponent hadn't conceded here, we would have probably gone Killmonger here into Nova Carnage, right? There are our 1-drops here. Probably an Angela into Green Goblin to start. So long as we get Daredevil by turn 4, we get his effect on 5. DC. Okay, so cards with the abilities here have +3 power. Again, has synergy with Mysterio because the Mysterio clones have no power typically. So we'll be able to Mysterio here or here, and the clone in the center will still end up with 3 power because of DC, which is great. That's cute. I think no play on 3 from them means I snap here. Alright, chat. Killmonger is gonna have something to say about this board here in a minute. Okay, so I think we Mysterio here and Daredevil here. And then next turn we can Killmonger Nova. We'll have 2 spots left, right? Because Mysterio is gonna put one here and here. If we get Vipered, we could get into trouble here, but as long as we have at least 1 spot, we can Killmonger. Mojo not going to be particularly good once I clean this board out here. Playing out Blue Marvel. Maybe I saved this Killmonger as a surprise for the last turn. What if we like Black Widow here, Carnage here, and then on the last turn we Nova Killmonger? Because getting Black Widow down this turn to Widow's Bite them will deny them a card draw, which cuts them off, and it means we're probably winning in DC, right? Yeah, I like this.
All systems go.
Okay, so remember, we're actually +5 on the left. And we're gonna kill their squirrel and their Korg. We already snapped. Opponent snapped me back. Don't tell Scotty, chat. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know that Killmonger is coming for him. Oh, it is definitely time to snap back to reality for our opponent. Killmonger earns his title, chat. And a Nova to boot. And a Nova to boot. God bless us, everyone. 4 or 5 hours every other day this week here in the mornings on Twitch. Right on time, Nova. Welcome to the party. That's fine. We won't want to blow him up till later anyways. Well, Mysterio on 1 here, on 2 here, I think. He'll play some Mysterio clones out. Again, it's like the shell game. My opponent, Twitter know my schedule. You can also find my schedule on my website. You have that wonderful sub icon next to your name. I posted in the supporter Discord server as well. Opponent has a shell game of their own. Have a good workout, Beck. Green Goblin. I could just do that this turn. And then next turn, we got to decide, do we want to Spider-Man into Professor X somewhere, or do we want to Nova Killmonger? Nova Killmonger for turn 6 is probably better. Oh, you know what? It's about to be a Carnage. Oh, it's the same. Okay, so that's actually sick for us, because now they can't eat these. Oh, and that's a Carnage of our own. Okay, I think I'm gonna Spider-Man middle with the hope that we set up Professor X here. And I think I'm gonna snap them since we filled this location and they can't destroy anything here now.
Oh, snap.
It's the best deal you can buy for now. The Battle Pass. Check out my Snap guide if you are playing Snap and want to know how to optimize your progression through the client. I talk about what is best free to play, small spender and large spender there. Okay, so their Carnage just ate 2 things here, which tells us a little bit. It tells us that this is definitely the real Mysterio, and that this could be a real Mysterio as well. That being said, because our real Mysterio is in the middle, they have at most 10 power here. So if I Professor X center, they'll have at most 10 here, and we're gonna have 11 plus Nova blowing up to power our stuff up. So I think we're good to go here once we lock this down. which is good because their things on the right side here are huge. They're definitely punting Nidavellir. Venom here takes the power out of everything he destroys. So, I think it's just like Widow, Nova, Carnage. Opponent stayed too. Okay. I mean, they have a ton of power here. They think they were going to win the Shadowlands? Maybe their real Mysterio is left. They thought that would be enough. No, they were both mid, huh?
Victory.
In the evenings. All right, we got a bunch of extra cards here. We got a bunch of things that Carnage is a hungry boy and would love to eat. So we'll lead Hood into Olympia here, and we'll probably Black Widow and then Carnage eventually here as well. You're saying I should snap turn 1 every game. So there are actually a number of decks where you look at your opener and go, yeah, this hand is strong, we should snap here. In fact, I've been talking and not highlighting it quite enough, I don't think. I think Daredevil, where it lets you see on turn 5 combined with Professor X, I frequently snap this on turn 1 or 2 when I have these two cards together, because it's just such a powerful combination to let us lock down one location that we're favored to win one of the other two. And my opponent doesn't know why we're snapping at this point, right? And obviously things can go wrong. Like, for example here, my opponent also has a Daredevil now, so they cancel each other out. So we're not going to quite have that same 1-2 punch. So there is some risk in snapping early, but calculated risks are how you progress and ladder up efficiently. You're not going to win every one that you push early, but that doesn't mean it's wrong to push early. Yes, it's exactly like poker. Snap does such a good job of scratching all the things I love about poker without making me constantly gamble actual money. The fact that I get to just gamble ladder equity is fun. It means feels like there's something tangible on the line without the actual direct gambling aspect. Because poker is great. I played a ton of poker during college, but it can be expensive sometimes, chat. Even if you're playing well, you can still bust. Hey, Gazi, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. All right, so my Killmonger's a little awkward here, chat, because I already played my demon out, so probably not Killmongering this game. Opponent's got 9 power here in the middle, so I got to decide what locations I'm playing for. We're definitely playing Daredevil this turn, because I want to cancel their Daredevil. I think I might Angela Daredevil and fight over the center here, make them commit more resources. Achillapon, thanks for the brand new Prime. There's a ton of great people on Twitch. You can send that to every month. Thanks for sending it this way this month and keeping me around. Okay, so nobody gets a free look. I think I just Professor X left here, chat. I think there's a good chance the +5 here locks us. My opponent snapped. Okay, this is a risky Professor X with them snapping. Let's see. We have priority though, so whoever name is currently highlighted in gold, they flip up first. So my Professor X flips. Coolio, got it. Okay, so they're at 18 in the middle. Can we beat 18? So we've got this on lock. They're going to likely Destroyer here, which is a 16 power card. I think we're good, right? Because they're only up 9 here, and Angela gets +2 for every card we play. So if we go Mysterio plus Spider-Man here, this is 8 + 4 is 12, so we'll go to 21 mid. Yeah, and my opponent's retreating here. They think they're torched based on the setup here, and I agree, chat, they're torched. Okay, turn 1 Project Pegasus. I think we YOLO the Professor X and we snap. YOLO Swaggins. Let's do it. I would like to lock down this location, please. Love to Black Widow here. This is one of my favorite disruptive cards in the game. Cutting someone off of a draw is so good, and it eats up some of their board space after too. Okay, and this is sweet. So now we get to Hood plus Carnage here in the center. Hood's a negative power card that generates a demon, so we want to clean that out. And then Carnage will eat both of these, which is fine because this is a Marvel card game and not a DC card game. Angela does proc with the Mysterio Illusions, which is another small combo in this deck. I want to get... You can retreat once you've snapped, but not on the same turn that you've snapped. So once you've snapped, you're committed for that turn. So if you snap and then your opponent snaps back, it's double in twice. Quinjet plus Lizard suggests Spectrum. Yeah, that's true. I think this is a Nova into Killmonger angle here, because I need to Killmonger before we Demon, right? Is a sequencing thing we have to do, because he blows up all ones indiscriminately. This deals with their Quinjet as well, which is nice. Can you retreat after a counter snap? You can now. Okay, that's different than it was at one point, right? Okay, and they've got Wong here, which is going to double their on-reveal effects, but Enchantress, again, just super powerful disruptive card. We're going to turn off Mr. Wong here. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see a retreat after this Enchantress slams. Oh, and then because we Enchantress the Wong, Mystique copies an ongoing effect. So she gets nothing. Good day, madame. So long, friend. Hey, thanks for being one of the awesome folks that made it all the way to the end of the video. Remember, if you want to see more stuff like this here, smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'm absolutely loving all things Marvel Snap, and I'd love to do more of this, and your support makes that possible. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back again real soon for more Snap content here on YouTube.